Hello and welcome. Glad you've tuned in, and I hope you're also having a blessed day. So there's a story going around concerning Prince Harry's US immigration files being made public. So there are a couple of points that I would like to bring to your attention. And of course, a huge disclaimer here on this channel, we will not be going through Harry's documents. We don't do that over here. We will not be taking part in that. This is just a debunking video. And also online, it has been so good to see people from the UK calling this out for what it is. It is just hounding of the Duke of Sussex, hoping that he would leave Meghan and go back to the UK. And all of them have been emphatic in stating he will not be leaving Meghan. So here is the story. Prince Harry's immigration documents are set to be released to the public. According to the outlet, Judge Carl Nichols ordered that the Duke of Sussex's US visa files will be released no later than Tuesday, March the 18th. Now, I'm going to interject here and say that even the wording on this, saying visa files being released, as I'm reading this article to you, it's off. It's misleading because as many outlets out there have put out that Harry's visa application is the one being released to the public, is not really what was the court's decision, because as you look over the court filing, it is so crystal clear that the ruling allows only for redacted transcripts from an October 2024 hearing to be made public. And it is right there in the court filing for all to see. So it is very misleading in a way to have these articles saying that Harry's full visa records will be made public or Harry's visa documents will be made public. So even if I will be reading that line in this article to you, keep in mind that it is only redacted legal documents that are going to be made available to the public. That was agreed upon in the court decision right there in the court filing for all to see. And I will read a quote to you from this filing a bit later on in this video. So yes, just making that clear for those out there who thought that they're going to be pouring all over Harry's visa application, knowing exactly what he filled into all his forms. That's not going to be happening. And the judge already said that was not going to happen way before. So I wanted to just set that record straight off the bat here as I'm reading this to you. And the judge had ordered that these documents be released as part of an ongoing Freedom of Information request, the FOI. So this FOI request, as we know, was brought by the think tank Heritage Foundation, which alleged that the Duke may have concealed past drug use and that should have disqualified him from obtaining a US visa. So Judge Nichols ordered the US Department of Homeland Security to release, listen to this, a redacted version of the documents no later than Tuesday. And this is according to court filings that were dated March the 15th. However, in September, and I did cover this, the same judge previously said that the public did not have a strong interest in the disclosure of Harry's immigration records. But the Heritage Foundation wanted the judgment changed. It questioned why Harry was allowed into the US in 2020 after he referenced taking drugs. I won't name them here. I don't want my channel dinged, but he did talk about some use of drugs in his book, Spare. The article here goes on to say that the foundation also said that answers about his prior drug use in his visa application could raise questions over the US government's integrity. And as I've done before, I will interject here and say that Harry's visa was approved in 2020 when President Trump was in office. So I'm not sure what they're arguing there for. It was not under Biden, it was pretty much under Trump. The article goes on to say, despite refusing the previous FOI request, lawyers for the Department of Homeland Security agreed in February to release redacted versions of the form. So keep that in mind. It is redacted. Redacted legal documents of the trial, not Harry's full visa records. Those are the only ones that will be made public. And for those who are saying they're just going to get to see everything, and they are perhaps rejoicing, that's not what's going to be happening. So I know a lot of us did not even want to have Harry's documents out there because it does set quite a bad precedent. that tit for tat game, sometimes it does actually backfire. So I don't know what they're trying to do by this. Those who've been targeting the Duke of Sussex, those who perhaps would like to see him deported. No one wants to start the precedent of weaponizing the law against people who they don't agree with, whether they're on opposite ends of the political aisle or just people who you don't like. Hypothetically, what does one want? Would they start canceling visas of people who they don't like, deporting spouses or parents who are in the US who may have revealed at a point in their lives that they might have experimented with drugs in their youth? No one is advocating for that. And at the end of the day, when the dust is settled, no one wants that culture of litigation back and forth. And what are they going to do as well? Request the visa documents of every rock star, every royal, every head of state visiting the US because they know at some point they may have used something and now they are disqualified? Come on. And also, remember, those who have been wishing that Harry would return to the UK, tail between legs, in quotes, that's how they love to say it. Do they know there are so many other countries in the world? So just in a hypothetical, if Harry and Meghan wanted to live somewhere, what makes them think that the only option is the UK? You know, it doesn't work. And hounding them out everywhere they go, like when they went to Canada, they were there complaining who's paying for them. These people who have been trying to harass this couple have to leave them alone. Anyway, Harry's children are Americans. Meghan is an American. And in any case, the documents that will be released are redacted versions. And this is according to a quote by department lawyer John Bardo. He wrote in a court filing saying, quote, specifically, defendant would propose redacting all information in those items that would reveal information that the court has determined defendant can withhold, end quote. So for those as well who have been daydreaming that, Trump would deport Harry, that's not going to happen. Once again, I just want to thank those of you online who've been using your voices to call this out for what it is. This is political. This is hounding of the Duke of Sussex. This has nothing to do with the public interest of the people of the US or the UK. Nobody even cares to know what's in anyone's visa application. No one cares. So we all know what this is, and it's not going to work. So thank you to those who've been standing up for Harry, especially those in the UK who are just so fed up with the nonsense. Thank you for that. And you know what? It's good. We all have to speak up when we see something is not right because we can't all just be quiet. Use your voices and sometimes just shine a light. Put up a mirror to those who have been hounding Harry to see how ridiculous all of this is. So I wanted to just set that record straight. Harry is not going to get all of his documents out there. The word is redacted. And I want to know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. And before we log off, as always, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you to you. You go by the handle Now. Thank you for demonstrating your admirable generosity. I am genuinely appreciative of your kindness and care. Thank you, and God bless you and yours. A very special thank you as well to you, Gwendolyn McCain. Thank you for choosing to be a member here on this channel. I appreciate your kindness more than words can express. Your presence here is truly a present, and I thank you for being a part of this community here on YouTube. You are so dear. Thank you and God bless. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially. To those who like, comment, and share, I appreciate you. Follow this channel on social media. Links will be in the card and in the pinned comment. And if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe. It truly does help out the channel. Leave your comments below. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.